Welcome to Becoming Daily. This is the place where I figure out how to win my hardest inner battles, and then I give you the exact tools so you could win yours. In this season, in this very first episode, what I want to focus on is how to return to safety. Let me explain. I'm going to have many seasons and many different topics, building blocks of living an empowered life, which means to get my inner power back. And in this first season of, let's say, 1 to 15 exercises that I'm going to create, I want to focus on helping myself, and this will help you too, helping myself to return to safety. And this first exercise is going to be about, what do I do when panic hits? What am I going to do when I feel like I'm panicking? How do I anchor my body and calm my racing mind and come back to my senses? How do I ground myself? So the reason why I chose this topic is I want to train myself to regulate my nervous system. I want to rewire myself and my nervous system for the moments where I feel anxious, where I feel overwhelmed, when I feel like I'm disconnected a bit, or I feel like I'm stuck in survival mode. What I think I'm going to face as I build these exercises, as I do these exercises myself, one of the things I think I'm going to be facing is panic. I think I'm going to face a lot of panic. As I'm trying to fix my panic, I'm going to go deep. I'm going to look into my shadows and dark places. I'm going to look at them. I think I'm going to be facing lots of fear, but I will go deep and find the sources of those fears so I can overcome them. And I think I'm also going to find my stress triggers. I'm going to find these early parts of me that have developed themselves as parts of me to protect me. That's how I think of these stress responses. These are parts of me that want to protect me, but I don't think that I've mastered them yet. These parts of me, these shadows, I don't think they're working for me yet. I think some of the times they're working against me because sometimes they get triggered and they, come up and they take over, but not in a controlled way. So the things that I'm going to transform and the transformation I will be going through is to learn to feel grounded, learn to be calm in those moments, even when my stress responses are triggered. I'm going to learn to notice the fear come up. I'm going to learn to feel the anxiety show up. I'm going to learn to recognize my stress responses. I'm going to learn to see the fear as information and learn to use that information to make a choice on how I want to respond and how I want to react instead of letting my shadows take over. And what typically happens is when I let my stress responses just take over automatically, I'm not sure I'm still really in control of how I'm responding in a given moment. So I'm going to learn to stop running away from myself. Thank you for joining me in this journey. I'm going to do this with truth and courage. So I know that there's going to be difficult moments, but I'm going to do it anyway. Join me in this first season, in this first exercise of me learning to return to safety and teach my body and my nervous system on how to calm myself and return back to safety. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you tune in again tomorrow because I'm going to be creating this first exercise on how to do this for me. Everything I learned and every single insight, I'm going to bring it here. And also, every part of this battle, inner battle, that's going to be happening, good or bad, dark or light, every single part of it, I'm going to bring it here so you can win your battles too. I'm not going to lie, I feel somewhat nervous, but I'm going to face this with truth and courage. Tune in tomorrow for the next step. I'm going to start creating this exercise, the very first exercise, step 1 on how to return to safety. And I'm going to stop running away from myself. I think it's time. So let's do this together. Follow me. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's lock in. My name is Chris Kasanga. Keep living an empowered life.